fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Knocked down right at the 25. Breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the quick grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Moore will throw. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The ball is right at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. They're looking for the first touchdown of the day. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Moore to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Firing toward the end zone. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got his man.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Under fire. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Lost to throw again. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Finds his man open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for the score. Wide out trying to get it in. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gets the back moving. Moore to the air. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the big throw. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking downfield on first down. Boom. That's caught. It's Whittington. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
The Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Moore will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Right back to the well. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got the back in the middle. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Whittington. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Ducks will go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Whittington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He's going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.